In Ephesians 5 and verse 25, Paul writes and says, "Husbands, love your wives." Now, why does the Bible say, "Husbands, love your wives," as Christ loved the church and gave himself for her? Well, because your wife needs to know that you love her. Think about her. Include her in your plans, and that you consider her opinions and her needs and desires. That's why. And if you don't tell her, she won't know it. So let's look at how Jesus loved the church, which began with his 12 disciples. They were flawed human beings, and we can learn how we should love our wives by looking at that. You see, Jesus loved them, in spite of their flaws, unconditionally. Was it always easy? Of course not. But instead of nagging his disciples about what they were or were not, Jesus rejoiced, thinking about what they would become when his grace had worked in their lives. Stop and remember the qualities that you saw in your wife that initially attracted you to her. Over the years, she may have gained a few pounds, added a few new wrinkles, and sometimes seems to be buried under a mountain of household chores. But she's still the same wonderful person you fell in love with. And that's easy to forget. So you must constantly remind yourself, and her as well, that you love her. When roses are exposed to the frost, they wither and die. But given the right amount of sunshine and rain, they flourish. Describing an ideal wife, Solomon said it this way: her children rise up and call her blessed. Her husband also, and he praises her. Why did these children praise their mother? Because they saw their father do it. So if you've been too busy, too self-absorbed, or too distracted, well, change your ways and tell your wife how much you love her. And by the way, ladies, that principle works both ways. It's never a bad thing to begin a day by saying, "I love you," to your spouse, and ending the day by saying, "I love you. Thank you for being in my life." And remember and recall those things in the former days that brought you together. I'm Ray Jones, and that's another heart truth for your day.